Hello, good morning.
Ooh.
Uh,
You are not seeing it, but we can see the message that Hangouts on Air is going away on August
yeah.
1st.
yeah, it keeps reminding us.
umbraCoffee is ending on August 1st.
No, it's not. We're
No,
not going.
no,
We're
we're
not
not.
going anywhere. We'll have to find a better way of a different way of doing this. But this is episode. Hang on. What episode is 83?
83, yeah, it's
Oh,
83.
and
83rd Friday, live.
yeah, and it's just us two this week.
Yes. How are you, Callum? Good week?
Yeah, it's a busy week. Not bad. Had quite a bunch of stuff going on, and I'm off to Prague this weekend. So yeah, that should be good. What about you?
Yeah, it was pretty good week. Also has a lot of work, a lot of video recordings for also my programming school. That's why I'm still in my studio here, not in the other way around here. But yeah, that was very good week, and it was also a very intensive and good week in Umbraco community, I would say.
Yeah, and we're slowly ramping up towards some pretty big stuff that I think people have been waiting on for a little while, coming next week, right?
Yes, there was a lot of polls, and we were discussing it last week as well. That people are waiting. People are waiting for Umbraco V8.1. And if I will share my screen, we can just dive into our Umbraco and see that there is a lot of things being done and fixed and created. Not only feature requests, some breaking changes, of course, and which were mentioned in the blog posts and discussions in community. Some issues and tasks being fixed. A lot of work. Umbraco team seems to be really busy working on a lot of those issues and features for 8.1, and we are all looking forward to to Tuesday when it will be released.
And this also brings the kind of holy grail that people have been waiting for, which is an automated migration path. So
yes,
upgrade scripts, right?
Yes, and also it was teased on Twitter. Someone found, of course, because it's all publicly available on GitHub, that there is a documentation page which is created for Umbraco 8.1, and it's listing how to migrate content for Umbraco 8 from V7.
Yeah, I'm going to actually have a play with this next week. I'm really interested in this topic. As
yeah, we've seen your talks and,
yeah.
and of course all the related activity to migrate content from V7 to V8, and it seems to be another way and officially supported way.
Exactly. That's particularly why I'm interested, to see how I can maybe tweak what I've already built to work a bit better, or maybe that actually what I've been working on it's different, but maybe it's a better way for certain use cases.
Yep.
So that should be cool.
Yeah, we also had a Skrift release this week, and I didn't have time to read the articles yet. Callum, did you find the time?
I only read one of them, which was Linda's article.
Okay.
I unfortunately haven't been able to read Alan's yet, but Alan did his one on GDPR.
Yes, exactly.
Very sexy topic.
The year after, right? Because it's about the year when the GDPR was introduced and how this year went. And I have it on my list to be read, and probably after the umbraCoffee heading to the weekend activities, I will just dive into those articles. And second article was by Linda.
This one I really enjoyed because I can relate to it quite a bit. It's this idea that 1 in 3 people in the 1 in 3 developers doesn't have a formal background in software, and that's great. People that don't go and study computer science, and this is about how actually this isn't a bad thing. This shouldn't hold people back. I'm particularly passionate about that because I don't have a computer science degree, and
I have, so at least one of our two don't have, but still there's a lot of self-taught developers nowadays, right? And it's not needed anymore, and it's even big companies are just saying right now that it's not the top one feature on your curriculum which is needed, because your skills matters and your attitude matters, and basically you can teach yourself everything around it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I saw maybe it was a few months ago now, someone tweeted saying some of the best programmers I know are self-taught.
Yeah.
So people that aren't just book smart, they actually have practical hands-on experience.
Yeah, we all know that the learning path is never ending, because we need to just learn every day. And basically, if someone thinks that reading some of the books is ending the process of learning, that's not true. The myth is busted right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And cool. And about communities, learning, and knowledge. Also, today is a big day for Code Cabin, because the application are over. It's the application deadline day.
It's midnight tonight, isn't it? That you have to get your application in. I'm certain there's going to be a bunch of people frantically applying. I'm probably going to include myself in that. It's completely slipped my mind up until I saw the tweets this morning.
Yeah, it's always like that. It's deadline-driven activities, right? It's if it's ending today, that's really important to fill it, because I presume that after that it won't be just possible to apply, especially that there's a lot of applications coming, and it's a plenty of Umbracians and people who are willing to go there to pick from. And another activities, because it's a pretty busy time ahead of us, and summer is not different, right, Callum? You are preparing a lot of things for the community to not be bored during the summer. Can you tell us more?
Yeah. I think what you're referring to is the BBQs.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of stuff I'm working on at the minute. I had some calls yesterday about some exciting things coming maybe towards the end of the year. But yeah, BBQs coming back, and we're doing 5 dates across Europe. So Leeds, Bristol, London, Netherlands, and a date in Aarhus, which we're yet to announce. But yeah, that's all coming. So I'm really excited. And for the first time, we're going to kind of 3 countries in the summer. So
I was also seeing Richard Sutherland being very excited about Netherlands one, because it's if we can say about award-winning barbecuans, that's him.
Barbecuans, yeah. He's been wanting to do this for quite a while. So yeah, if you're in any of the cities, come along. It'd be great to see you. It's just a social event, really. And then the UK Fest, obviously, which we announced last week. That takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah, so the tickets are right now on sale. We've been talking about website last week, and it's live. You can just find out more information about the venue, some sessions which are already announced, and speakers who are coming to London, workshops and hackathons which we are running the day before the festival, and of course a lot of other useful information, such as link to submit to let you submit talk, and everything else about the team, and and buy now link, which is very important for everyone who wants to come.
I would encourage everyone to go and buy tickets, but actually, more importantly, submit some talks. If you think you have an idea, it would be really good to have them submitted. And you don't have to worry about being embarrassed about being rejected or anything. It's completely anonymous. So you can submit your session, and then the community will decide if that's what they want to see. So it's really important that people submit something.
Yes, exactly. And other festivals are also not wasting time and announcing a lot of another useful information. DAC Fest, which is happening on 11th October, announced the first lineup and the first speakers, and I can see some familiar faces here, yourself included, you included as well. And tickets are on sale as well. So
it was a fantastic event last year, wasn't it?
Yes,
one of my highlights last year.
I already have it penciled down in my calendar, and I'm probably going to submit also some talk ideas and visit the great city and the great country and great event, which DAC Festival definitely is.
Yeah. There's also this week, I think events seems to be a bit of a theme.
Yes.
There was a couple of new meetups this week. Did you see? I think we had a Cambridge one and a York meetup in the UK.
Yeah, we were teased with some pictures from those meetings, and it looks like really it was a busy week in terms of first timers when it comes to meetups. It was a York meetup, as you've said, the Cambridge meetup, right?
Yeah.
And I really thought that this is a team pain in the background.
Yeah, there's a few lookalikes in there. I think someone else misrecognized Mike as well.
Warren
Warren thought Mike had a nice suntan, but it's a completely different guy.
So yeah, it sounds like it was a great series of the new meetups, and some of them are coming in the next weeks as well.
Yeah, we have a Bristol one coming up. We have a London one coming up. I think there's one in Scotland. Can't remember. So many meetups now. It's hard to keep track.
Yep. And when it comes to releases, there were some releases during this week. Anders from Skyrad released a new alpha version of the redirect URL management, and some of the new works and pet projects around documentation. And it led me to one of the great threads on Umbraco pull requests about making the CRUD interface to Umbraco redirects in Umbraco directly. And there is a lot of chats coming, and if anyone has some opinions and can help Matthew, Nicholas, and everyone else who is involved in this topic, I think there is a place for discussion, and maybe making the redirects not a great again, but definitely greater than it currently is in the core.
Sure. This is a conversation that's been going on for years now. Literally, I think since we've had 301 URL tracker, and then the rename tracking came into core, and then it's like, well, let's just put everything in. And we've had 3 or 4 different solutions for redirects. And it seems silly that it's probably the one thing that everyone installs on every single site they do, and it's not in core.
Yeah, and also I've spent some time on issues which were raised 1.5 years ago, and it was for our Cogworks packages, find and replace and examine file indexer. I've made some build changes to support installing them correctly, and yeah, basically I want to plan to. I want to plan more time for open source work in the next months. So hopefully I will be able to fix more of those issues and build some more amazing stuff for the community. And if you have time, you people who are watching and want to contribute and are looking for contributors, let us all know, because we are all doing a lot of activities recently around open source and do for community, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see that you finally got out of bed and decided to do some work.
Yeah, I'm usually just sitting, and streaming some chats with my friends on YouTube. Nothing particular, but yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff on which I will be working on, and I hope to also include exposing this type of work for the community and making it open source and share some of it at least as a packages. So yeah, I'm back off of my bed, and we'll be sharing more. And in terms of sharing and being visible from the community, we wanted to highlight and say high five for Sven, who was awarded as an uProfile in this month. And Umbraco released the blog post about it, featuring, of course, all the activity done by Sven in the recent times. And there's a lot of information about what's his best tips for Umbraco newbie and stuff like that. Really cool article, and I didn't know that he is a.
Did you get to see any of them at Code Garden?
No, probably someone eaten them before I was able to.
I'm not sure if they were allowed to be eaten, actually. I think there was a box of them that was given to Niels, and then the box was left in an office.
Okay. No, I was not able to see them, but yeah, it seems like a really cool passion and hobby outside of.
He laser cut all the molds and then made the chocolate molds and mixed the chocolate, and it took him several weeks, I think, to actually get them right, but incredible work.
Nice. Speaking about another incredible work, but more closer to Umbraco and development, Jeffrey from Perplex shared some pictures from internal kickoff of the next phase of the marketing suite, which was also shared during the Code Garden. It was very well received, and probably it's something what most or a lot of companies who are doing Umbraco development will need and use. And we were all chatting about personalization and stuff like that for Umbraco, and it's a Perplex's approach to release it. We are all waiting and also looking forward for more actions. It looks like the project is really going well, right?
I'm most impressed that they had some customized cakes. I've been missing these good project kickoff meetings that have fancy cakes.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I don't know where they are, but at least Perplex keeps the pace and looks like it's going in the right direction. I don't know where it will be released, but yeah, it's getting there, getting there. And yeah, let's see what else we have on the list. We have also the information about some Code Garden swag deliveries. You've teased that the wall, which was the main prize on the Code Garden.
I can't believe they actually
delivered
that. That's unbelievable. So it's in AKQA's office.
Oh yeah. So the Great Wall, it fits the interior designs. Some cactuses, which are also adding some kind of flavor to this wall. And when we are on the Umbraco topics and some stuff released from the HQ, it was also a blog post about a new and old trainer, which is about Gabriel doing the switch to perform trainings for full time, and Gabriel was doing a lot of great work around trainings already, running the webinars and also the on-site trainings from the Umbraco directly. So right now Gabriel is going to do trainings full time, which is really cool. Addition to the Umbraco training team.
Super enthusiastic trainer, and
yeah, a lot of people are really enjoying his videos, and when people are watching Umbraco TV's episodes and tutorials, they are all great, and Gabriel is really into the spirit and his way of teaching. I really like personally, but that's good. And also from the community perspective, we had some chats about around Umbraco, and Matt Bracewell shared the poll about Headless, which was driven by probably it was driven by my tweet about the Headless in general. Yeah. So what does Headless mean to people? And interesting is to see that there is no straight and correct answer. And even internally, we had a lot of chats about it after this poll and after this whole thread on Twitter, that there is no single name for Headless, because it can be seen from the various points as a buzzword to sell something for software. Not only speaking about Umbraco, but in general, people were just saying, "Oh, serverless, headless."
Exactly.
Omni-channel content distribution, stuff like that. Right?
All of these buzzwordy type things that I don't know. It's popular to start calling things headless, but what does that actually mean? Same with serverless and cloud back in the day. Like I don't know. Just it means you don't have to manage a server, I think, or don't have to manage the presentation layer.
Yeah, or you can use someone else's server and computer. It's cloud nowadays, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so serverless. I will be running the not serverless. I will be running the headless workshops, when I will be just sharing some practices how we can use Umbraco headless and how we can use Umbraco in the way how I understand headless at least. So without rendering content using Umbraco MVC and in ASP.NET MVC in general, but just consuming content exposed somewhere.
And using Matt's headrest package you mentioned as well.
Yes, I want to use Matt's package and also Umbraco REST API, which can be custom built or can be using a package which was released a long time ago. And of course, if anyone has any other ways of exposing Umbraco content which might be built for their clients and their projects, I'm really open to gather them all and just pack it up to really cool material to discuss not only headless, but also the content consumption outside of direct way of rendering content using templates in Umbraco. Yeah. So yeah, interesting discussion. If you have any opinions about headless, not only Umbraco, headless as a product or service, just feel free to add the answer for Matt's Bracewell poll and share it with us, right?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And cool. It looks like the list of our links is over.
Yeah, I mean, there's still quite a bit of news that's happened this week. Did you see? Jerome tweeted he's
he's
stopped doing Sidecore for a little while.
Yes, so maybe let's use this opportunity and welcome back, Jerome. On the bright side, he just shared that tweet that he's coming back to Umbraco world from the CMS, from the Voldemort CMS. Cool. Good. And you are heading to Prague, and yeah, it's the official kickoff of the summer for you, or?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could say that. I mean, it's been finally nice weather here this week, but it'll hopefully be a bit nicer there. I'm expecting a nice weekend with a few beers to be good.
Cool. Sounds like a good plan. I might replicate this idea somewhere here, close to Czech Republic as well. So yeah, if it's all, and yeah, Owen said that this meetup is in Edinburgh. So Edinburgh. Yeah. So that's correct. Good memory. Cool. So people, thank you for watching us, for joining us. All of the links will be shared, of course, in the video description.
Like, subscribe, thumbs up.
Yeah, and subscribe until we have Google Hangouts to perform umbraCoffees, because it might all change in August. And yeah, have a great weekend, everyone, and see you next Friday.
Cool. See ya.
Bye.